Hello. Good morning. Welcome to week 2 of my July challenge to get this thing finished. Welcome. We are in chapter 5 finally, and we are out of the editing stage where I've marked up the whole draft. All of the pages are marked up. They've got red. Every single page has red on it. It's very depressing. Anyways, and now we are in the implementing stage, which is going to take a while because I'm retyping the whole thing and adding and fixing and blah, 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 blah. It's a whole mess. But we made it into week 2. Children are slamming doors. We have made really good progress. It is morning. I have my breakfast. Oh, and I'm way over here in the corner so you can see my setup. Draft on the book rack. It's not called a book rack, but that's what I'm calling it right now. Got the book rack holding this. I have all of my sticky notes. With my notes of what I need to add and fix and things that for some reason aren't written in here because that would have made sense. And I've got my drinks and we're all good to go. I'm going to turn on some music and start typing. My goal for today is to do chapters 5 and 6. We'll see how that goes. Good morning. I don't know what day it is. It's fine. It'll be displayed on the screen somewhere. All right, I didn't even mark what I did yesterday. It was a bit of a crazy day yesterday. It's fine. My little guy had a hard day yesterday, so therefore Mom had a hard day yesterday. But I did manage to get through chapters 5 and 6, and I'm now in chapter 7. Oh, excuse me. I'm not awake. I have about 15 minutes in which I'm going to do a little typing of chapter 7. And then I need to take my girls to a birthday party. Yeah, so I got about 15 minutes to do a little bit of typing unless I'm interrupted. Story of my life, interrupted constantly. So let's type for 15 minutes, chapter 7. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me catch you up on what happened yesterday. So today is day 10. And yesterday, day 9, I did get a chapter done. I also took my kids to the pool, to a friend's house, to their pool. It was, we were outside for several hours and I was socializing, and so I was very tired. So I didn't record anything after we went. But I did get writing done. I added a chapter to my draft that wasn't in the last draft. When I was editing, I went through and I was like, you know what? You know that scene that we cut? I think actually it would fit right here, which I was very excited about. I really like the scene. It originally was like a prologue, kind of. It's a fantasy story, technically, but it's masquerading as science fiction or space opera. Not really space opera. That's a little misleading. I shouldn't say that. It is fantasy masquerading as sci-fi is how I call it in my head. Anyways, so yeah, yesterday I got to add that scene back in that was originally a prologue, but I did have to tweak it because originally the prologue was from like third person omniscient, and I'm not in third person omniscient. That would be really, it's kind of jarring because it is from a different character's perspective than all of the other preceding chapters, basically. Most of this book is in the main character's POV, but every once in a while, I do have sections from another character's perspective for some flavor, but also to help the element of mystery, because the story thematically is a mystery. They're trying to solve a problem, a puzzle, and I pop into other characters' POVs to give the reader more pieces than sometimes the characters have. So this is one of those scenes. Yeah, it was really fun to fix it and adjust it and turn it to one of the characters in the scenes, one of their POVs, instead of being omniscient, and just stick it in this one person's perspective. And as a prologue, it was like 600 words. But as a chapter, like in the middle of the story, it needed to be more. It's still pretty short. Like I think it's still under 1,000 words, but it kind of works because it's kind of an aside of just like, hey, by the way, this is happening, and that's bad. It's kind of interesting to me that it's like short and punchy, like, oh, surprise, this is bad, and then we just bloop, away we go. So that's nice. I really enjoyed that. So today is day 10, and I am going to finish my coffee and write the next chapter. And I was going to do this last night. However, this chapter has a lot of red on it, so I was too tired for that. So we'll do that, and I'll show you here's our progress. Ta-da! Here's our progress. We're up to chapter 9. Yes, chapter 9. I'm currently going to start writing chapter 10. Let's write. Hello. Hi. Quick update, because I'm about to go to bed. I did finish chapter 10 yesterday, and today I finished chapter 10 yesterday. I did end up doing that, and then today I wrote chapter 11. I think it took me all day to write it. I just kept getting interrupted, and it was a long day, and I didn't get a chance to video except for right now, where I'm literally gonna go take my makeup off and get my pajamas and go to bed. But you are keeping me accountable, so here I am, checking in. That's all. See you tomorrow. Good morning. I have laundry. Just got back from a walk with the kids. We have a toddler. I'm hoping to do a little writing today. We'll see how it goes with the interruptions. Good morning. I'm very tired. I'm not as tired as I could be. Good morning. I have an update. It is that I did not fill in my amoebas. But I finished the chapter that I was writing yesterday, despite the interruptions. It was like I came in and wrote like 3 paragraphs every hour of the day, and finally got through the chapter. It was crazy. And I have a confession. I am skipping a chapter. I'm moving on. I'm skipping one. I'm leaving a spot for it. I will come back to it, but it is brand new, so I'm not 100% sure in my head what's going to happen. I know basically what needs to happen, but it's brand new, and I haven't written it before, so I have to draft a new chapter, which is difficult, and I'm a little too tired for that right now. So I'm going to write over one that's been edited and been drafted and fine. Sorry if you can hear stuff in the back. The kids are watching TV. So I can do this. There, got it all. It's all drawn in amoebas. Okay, so we got through chapter 13 yesterday. So I've updated from the weekend where I forgot to update. It's fine. Chapter 14 is by itself because that's the chapter we're skipping, because it has to be drafted new, and I don't know what to write yet. So we're moving on to chapter 15 today. And I'm going to start it now. Today is a day when my husband's in the office and it's just me and the kids at home, and my daughter has a violin lesson this morning and whole thing. So it's going to be another day where I get it done in bits and pieces. That's I have been asked, you're a mom of 4, you have a lot going on. How do you also write bits and pieces? It's all very interrupted and very spread out, and you can't be precious about it. I do get dedicated time from time to time, but it's usually on a Saturday when my husband can, I can close my door and say, don't interrupt me for an hour, thanks. But also, what is happening? This looks great. Look at that side. Look at me from this side. This side looks great. but the back and this side look a little wonky. I had an epiphany last night about my hair, and it makes me feel sad. It's like I kind of have Matt Mercer vibes, and that makes me a little bit sad. I mean, it's cool, but I don't always want to look like that. That's all. All right, moving on. I'm gonna write. Hi, hello. Sorry, I'm editing now and I realized I didn't wrap up the video. So the update is I didn't finish the chapter. I got like 900 words in, which is not bad, but it's like a pretty chunky chapter. So that's okay. That's okay. It was that kind of week. I'll see you next week. Bye.